Yo, what's up everyone? Kyrios here, and today we're going to go over the World 4 simulated universe. Now, this one is actually easier than World 3 and World 5, mainly because we can abuse a very nice mechanic and do this completely free to play. So, if you guys can, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I'll have all the chapters down below. Let's get started. All right, guys, welcome on in. Now, this one is probably the most free to play friendly. Actually, the fight that you will see in the chapters down below is I used nothing but 4 stars to get it done. Could I have used some 5 stars? Absolutely. Are there some 5 stars that make it a lot easier? Absolutely. But let's go ahead and talk about simulated universe number 4. So number 4 has to do with taking down Svarog. This is probably one of the easier fights. It really is. So we're going to really focus on that fire weakness, and we're really going to focus on that wind weakness. Now, you can do lightning and a few others, but it's going to be a lot easier for us to build teams to go in there. So let's just build 2 quick teams for you guys. Do team build setup. So if I was to build a team from the ground up, what I would do is Dan Heng, I would do Asta, I would do Natasha, and then we would finally put in that fire MC. Now, there's a lot of 5 stars that could be good on this fight. If I was to sub in some 5 stars here, Japard would be really good, Branya would be really good, and honestly, not a whole lot else. I mean, you can use 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉 if you have Natasha, obviously. I'm not the biggest fan of Himiko on this fight. If you have 𝙀𝙓, use 𝙀𝙓. She's probably going to hit like a Mack truck. I'm not a big fan of too much other characters. You can use Clara as well for this fight as well. It will require you to use March 7th, so your team comp gets a little awkward. Let's go back to the team comp real quick. So the team comp I typically do is actually I sub out Dan Heng, and I actually use Xusheng because my Xusheng is insanely built. All right, there's not a whole lot to talk about CURIOS here, but there is a critical one. I would get the Doctor's Robe if you can, because we're going to abuse a major mechanic. I do like getting Shattered Star Belt, and I like getting Space Time. I like getting the Dimensional Reduction Dice, and I like getting the Warping Eye. This allows you to make a really good synergy and get a lot of buffs and a lot of upgraded buffs. Sometimes I like getting Fortune Glue as well to get an additional 3-star buff. So the strategy we're going to do on this one is actually the hunt, and there's a very specific reason we do that, because Svarog summons a lot of minions. On wave 1 he summons minions, on wave 2 he summons minions, on wave 3 he summons minions. So we're really going to abuse that that ability to rain down from the sky. So it'll do wind damage. They're all weak to wind. It'll do a ton of damage, and it'll typically one-shot all the enemies except for phase 3. It'll get very close to one-shotting the hands. Now, the upgrade that we're specifically looking for is increases energy limit to 200 points. And when an ally takes a turn, regenerates 3% of the energy. This is amazing. It'll allow you to smash R twice in a row. Absolutely cracked. Absolutely cracked. One of the best. It's insane. You'll see in the boss fight. It's absolutely insane. You guys will be able to abuse this. So for other hunt boosts, or for other hunt buffs, you're gonna want to get any critical buff. You're gonna want to get some HP. For every stack of critical buff, restore HP. HP equal to their max HP. Blah 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 blah. Move faster. Advancement. Multiple attack. Honestly, you just take the ones that look good to you. It's really just that one that super matters. If you don't get that, it's going to be hard. So you might have to do a rotation or 2 to try and fish that. And if you guys can, try to fish some preservation buffs as well. Give yourself some additional shielding, because the main character's shielding is not the greatest in the world without some buffs. So any of these would go a very, very long way, or any kind of abundance to give you some additional healing as you need it. You'll probably have the damage with that, with the hunt buff going down. Oh, I forgot to talk about the build real quick. So for Xusheng or Dan Heng, I highly suggest you use the hunt. You could probably get it for free by now. If you can't get the hunt, obviously switch in a 4-star of your liking. You want to build them to be as much damage as possible. Get that attack to around 1500. As much crit and crit damage as possible. Now for Asta, I actually built Asta as a tank. She just needs to stay alive. She just needs to do breaking. Now, the set that you technically want to put on her is probably the break effect set, but I didn't have enough resources to level it up, and nor does it really matter. You're really just using her for her shield breaking ability and her speed ability. Natasha's the same way. You just want to build her tanky with a lot of healing. So if you got the healing set, perfect. You can see mine not that leveled. And then the main character, you're gonna want to put that free tank set, assuming it rolled pretty decent for you. Mine did not, but you just need your flame MC to be somewhere around 1,000 defense and ideally closer to 2,000 HP. Mine is a little squishy, but it does work out. And I do like running the trend of Universal Market on her. Works out really well for a little extra damage. But if I'm running solo Fire MC, I would probably swap that to Lando's Choice in order to just make it more likely that my Fire MC gets attacked. So that's all I really got on this one. This one was short and sweet. I'm going to show you guys the fight. Once again, it was done with all free-to-play units. I'll see you guys on the other side. I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy, and fist bump from me to you.
Found your weakness.
Threat index raised. Executing annihilation.
I won't surrender. I won't surrender. Dodge this! Take this! Rise, Venus! Who will it be? Naughty child.
Lance at the ready.
Want to see what I can do? Who invited you?
Calculating result.
Everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Power amplification.
I'm on guard.
Dodge this! No manners. Who will it be?
That'll take nap time.
Lance at the ready.
Who invited you? Take this! Rise, Venus! You're not going anywhere!
Reevaluating. Initiating.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Time for a shot.
I'm on guard.
Dodge this!
Naughty child. Nap time.
Executing operation. Analysis complete.
Okay, everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You're the best.
Lance at the ready.
No manners, huh? Who will it be?
That'll take more.
Take this! Rise, Venus! Dodge this!
Protocol terminated. Executing annihilation. High-risk individual. Module calculating result. Value exceeds threshold.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Time for a shot.
Nice teamwork.
You're not going anywhere!
Push forward. Purge initiated. Evaluating variables.
I'm on guard.
Nap time.
Take this! Rise, Venus! Everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. That's it!
Executing operation. Analysis complete.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Who invited you? Who will it be?
Naughty child.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance